Can actually see anything on webcam 1. While we're down here, please get in contact with us. Even after we've left, it's so important that you keep an eye on those webcams, because you are part of the investigative team. We need your help. If you can see anything, you've got to let us know. It's so important. So we're going to go up a level now. That cellar was not nice at all. I was actually starting to feel quite...
Yeah,
it was very dry and quite choky down there.
Yeah.
You all right? Are they coming up now?
Yes.
You're all right. Okay, now I think what we should do is go into maybe the main area, the main stage area, and see if you can pick up on that, because you've actually picked up on a connection that I know for a fact you're on the right track, actually.
Am I?
Yeah, you certainly are.
Right.
Where's Carl? Come, just through here, Because of course with all the beer barrels and everything, you're going to get lots of different noises, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which way? Which way?
Up the stairs.
Up here.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Sally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just up here.
Just up there. Okay. Can we bring the cable in? Are we all right? Yeah? No, we can't go any further than here. We can't go up there. Okay. Where can we go? We've got to... Okay, what we have to do... We need to recable, so we're going to go back to the hub there with you, David, while we recable and go up to the upper floor, if that's okay with you. If you give us 5 minutes, we'll recable and go back up and continue the story with the link that Derek's got. But please keep your eye on that webcam, it's so important.
Thank you very much, Yvette. OK, let's just go through those webcams one more time. There are 4 of them, and they are all in the McCluskey's nightclub. OK, webcam 1, there it is the cellar, where they were just now. As you can see, that moves. Webcam 2, there we are. That is stage area 1. That is on the stage. There you can see it moving around. And then we move to webcam number 3. That is also a stage area, but it's stage area 2, we're calling that. And then you can see the final webcam is the gods. So what can you see on those webcams? Let us know. Of course, that was the first of the vigils right here tonight on Living TV. Now, what we're going to do, when we return, we're going to let our historians respond to what we've just seen. I have to say, what Derek has just said is very, very interesting. We'll also select 2 more members of our audience to join our team of investigators, and we'll see you after this break. Welcome back to Most Haunted Live. Now, just before the break, we left our team investigating McCluskey's nightclub. We'll return there very, very shortly. But first of all, Julian is with David Wells, and they have a psychic experiment for us.
We certainly do, David. And last night, the psychic experiment was with a bayonet, if you were watching, which of course you were. David correctly predicted it had been used maybe to murder someone. And also, you told us it had been found in mysterious circumstances.
I did say that. I think it was a fairly safe guess to say a bayonet might have been used to murder someone, so I had to come up with something else.
Well, no, fine. Tonight, though, we've got another object. We want you to get involved in this again and text us your thoughts on the object. And here is the object. David, come and have a look at this. What I can tell you is this is worth £25,000. So it's quite a lot of money.
It's a lot of wood.
But what it is, this is a good question. Is it a door, a block of wood? Is it part of a table? This is where we want you to get involved on the text. David, any early thoughts? Obviously, later in the show, we're going to get you to do a psychometric experiment with it.
Yeah, I have got some. There's a definite, very definite energy. This is a very...
David, any early thoughts? Obviously, later in the show, we're going to get you to do a psychometric experiment with it.
Yeah, I have got some. There's a definite, very definite energy. This is a very powerful thing. It's probably the best way of describing it. It's not what it looks like, I suspect.
Really?
Yeah.
So now, this most important thing is, it's from one of our locations tonight. I can tell you that, like last night with the bayonet. This piece of wood is from one of our locations tonight. So we want you to text us if you have a thought about which location it might be from. Also, if you think what the story is of this piece of wood, what it was used for, where it was, all that, please. Now, the text number and the details work like this. Text your story or comments to haunted space EXP, experiment, EXP, space, then your thoughts, space, then your name and area, and then the number, 83088, okay? And like last night, we're going to get some, I'm sure, very interesting stories. David, thank you very much for that. And from David Wells to David Bull. David.
Thank you very much indeed, Julian. Now, before we go back to join the team at McCluskey's nightclub, Matthew Smith, you said to me in that break that you were...
All eights, okay? And like last night, we're going to get some, I'm sure, very interesting stories. David, thank you very much for that. And from David Wells to David Bull. David.
Thank you very much indeed, Julian. Now, before we go back to join the team at McCluskey's nightclub, Matthew Smith, you said to me in that break that you were very intrigued that Derek had picked up the fact that 2 people had died in that fire. Why?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that there was a fire there is relatively well known. And also, we know that 2 people were killed, but it's not particularly well known, the identities of those people. So I'd be interested to see whether or not Derek could, if asked, come up with a name or 2.
So if Derek came up with the names, that would convince you that he is...
I would find that very impressive, given that I understand that it's not very easy to get those names. I mean, it's relatively easy to find out, to know the history of the nightclub, but the names will be very interesting.
All right, well, let's go and join Yvette and Derek and find out if he can come up with those names.
Okay. Okay. Well, one thing that's been happening while we've been repositioning is the... Kieran, how is the EMF meter? Because, of course, it was going off earlier on. How's it going now?
As we moved from the cellar up to the staircase, it was going crazy. It was going up to 10 mgs, the light was going off, and now we're moving again and it's stopped. So it's just being extremely erratic, which means we've got some sort of local electromagnetic fields or a presence.
Now, I know this is silly, but we're walking slowly up some stairs.
Yes.
To me, round here, I don't know about you, Stephen, but I feel like I'm on fire. I'm absolutely boiling. Yep. I mean, it is warm, isn't it?
Yes.
Very, very hot. How are you feeling? Yeah. It is very, very hot, isn't it, Kieran? And it seems to be getting even hotter.
It does. And also, I don't know if you experiencing this as we're coming up, not because we're climbing stairs, but my breathing and what have you, find it because of the warmth.
Okay.
You know, trying to get my breath.
Okay. Now, what's the matter?
Sorry, it's a motorbike, sorry.
Oh, you all right, Sally? Yeah, you okay? Sorry. Can you, let's go back to the 2 gentlemen that you picked up earlier on, connected with the fire. Can you ask your spirit guide, Sam, if he could possibly give us a name for the 2 gentlemen?
Okay. Okay, he's given me something here. It seems here that for some reason there's some kind of... you know what I talked about, anger downstairs? Some kind of anger displayed.
Yes. And
this anger was held by one against the other.
Right.
And I feel like some kind of, large-scale disagreement, argument actually took place. And in a rather a sly way, that's the way I can put it, the feelings, the way they're putting it around me now, did something to... the other person, or was caught up in something, and I get this like,
a name.
Come on, can you give me a name, son? Or names? Well, one of them must have been William, because he's given me William.
William?
William. Now, for some reason, as I'm still concentrating, I told you as we started walking the steps that I'm picking up the energies of a lady as well, a woman, and whether this woman has got anything to do with this thing. But this is even strange to me, but I'm going to describe, Kieran, also what I've just experienced. It seems as if I took on, or they wanted me to take on, the personality, and it's a number of personalities, and I thought, what the heck's this? Now I realise I get a lady who's in a full gown, and it's as if she's standing and she's looking up, and it seems as if I'm on stage. The only way I can describe it, these characters, she's an actress.
Right.
An actress. She walks these stairs.
Okay. Is she grounded here?
I feel that she is one. Yes, separate than those 2 men, she is grounded.
Does she walk the stairs?
I feel so, very much so. And I'd be totally shocked, even surprised, spiritually and psychically, if she is not seen by someone,
Is she here now?
I feel when we were down there, when it started to heat up and the meter was going, she was listening to us, Evie.
That meter did go off, didn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to go and have a walk down there now and give us
Okay.
a shout if it goes off again?
Okay.
And we'll walk up into this next room here, Kieran.
All right.
We'll keep walking. Okay. Oh, Matthew, right, okay. Do you want to keep walking up the stairs?